my name is Caitlin and I am the owner of Colorguard Creative. If you follow us on social media, you know that I am a color guard director in Dallas, Texas. We know that there are a lot of videos out there on how to do technique, but not a lot of videos out there on how to teach technique. This is the third video in a series on how to teach technique to performers for our color guard instructors. Let's go ahead and get started with how to do pull hits. All right, so when teaching pull hits, you want this to be more of a building on piece of the drop spins and even the speed spins. This is a slightly more advanced part of color guard and the flag motion. So they start to learn velocity and fast and slow and stopping and hitting with a pull hit exercise. So you want to make sure that you really teach drop spins and speed spins first. So make sure to go watch those videos if you haven't already. And then let's go ahead and get right into pull hits. With pull hits, I like to use the same body as drop spins and speed spins. So they are in a nice, strong second position. Their shoulders are back and their head is up. Now, with a pull hit, it is a toss, but it is not a toss. To the student, it feels like a toss. To an instructor or somebody that is more advanced in color guard, it's not a toss. It's more of a flip for us. So when you start teaching them, you want to go ahead and let them know we're going to go at a different direction. So go ahead and put your hand at the tab and then put your other hand at this top tape there. There you go. And we're going to want to go ahead and let them know that we don't want their top of their tip resting on the ground. So we want to lift that up. The other thing that I like to use is I like to use their hand as a guiding point and kind of tell them wherever your belly button is, that's where that hand should be. Now with a pull hit, you also want to make sure to tell them that there needs to be space between their pole and their body so they don't hit themselves when they start rotating the pole. Now, if you have learners that like to be shown how to do it, you can go ahead and show them what a pull hit is at first. So I'll usually grab my pole, I will face them, and I will say one hit or pull hit, whatever you like to use for your verbiage. I'll show them physically what a pull hit looks like to them. Then I'll go ahead and break those actions down. So when we do a pull hit exercise, we want to think about separating our hands at the same time. Now, what's going to happen when they do that? I like them to just go rogue. It's okay if they drop it. It's okay, whatever. But most of the time, I'll just have them try it first. Can you go ahead and try a pull hit by just separating your hands and lifting it up in the air and catching it? Try it. Just go ahead and separate your hands and release the pole. There you go. Good job. Whatever they do, you need to tell them good job. All right? Positive reinforcement is vital to the color guard activity. When you tell somebody that they suck or they didn't do it right, you're not going to usually keep that student. So, good job. Close, but let's go ahead and build off of this. Sometimes I'll go ahead and grab my pole so they can see what I'm talking about. So I'll usually face them and I'll say, you want to think about pulling apart and then lifting. Yep. And you want to think about the flag rotating a full rotation. Okay. Now with a pull hit, I just need you to get the flag to rotate once. I'll fix the height in a second. So when I teach somebody how to do a pull hit, I want them to release the pole. I'll fix the heights and all of that stuff later. I need them to get comfortable rotating the pole once. All right, so I want you to try to have the flag rotate in a complete rotation, and I want you to think about pulling your hands apart. And sometimes when I do this, my bottom hand kind of comes up like this. Yep. So I want you to think about pulling apart and your free hand kind of coming up here so it gets that rotation around. So go ahead and try it. Oh, nice. That was a toss. That looked beautiful. We're going to fix the height in a second. So when they do something like that and they release the pole, it's all about where their free hand is. So in that case, her free hand was way up here, right? So I'm going to fix that in a second. She just rotated it. So I'm going to congratulate her because that's what I asked of her. Awesome. You just rotated the flag. That's amazing. Now it was a little high. We want to try to keep it really low. So now next time you do this, I want you to think about keeping your free hand maybe in this area of your body. Okay. Try it again. Oh my God. Yes. There you go. Okay. So when a student is able to take the information that you've done and apply it, you want to really congratulate them. She just did a pull hit. So you want to think about whatever that student is doing, you now start tweaking. But you have to go from a starting point. So I always like to tell them, just do it and I will fix it. You need to have some type of foundation to start with them so then you can build on fixing them. So always congratulate them on what they just accomplished because they did something. Then you're going to start tweaking it. So one of the things that I like to do, a formula that I like to do when I'm teaching, is I will usually say something like, great job. Now let's go ahead and fix this one part. So I'll congratulate them on something that they just did, and then I'll only fix one thing. They might have 12 things that they need to fix, but work on one thing at a time. Once they fix that one thing, then you can move on to something else. You always want to talk about positive reinforcement. Good job for doing this. Let's try to fix this really quick. Then let's see what happens. And then have them do it again. All right, so I'm going to have you, now that you got the height under control, let's go ahead and do it again and see how you do, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull, hit. All right, you have really good height. You have really good rotation. Now we need to stop the pull because the exercise is called pull hit, right? So in this instant, we're going to try to catch the pull where it's straight up and down. And I want you to think about taking this hand and hitting it right at the top of that tape there. And I want you to think about stopping the pull right here. It's going to hit your hand pretty hard, but that's the whole exercise, is pull hit. And I want you to think about hitting it so hard and squeezing it so hard that you stop it straight up and down. Okay? So let's go ahead and try it again. And I want you to try to fix that one thing, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull, hit. There you go. You see how that hand slammed? Perfect. Now try to catch it at that tape there and really box out that elbow, okay? So you see how I slowly built up to fixing small things along the way. At the first one, she had a lot of problems, right? She had really good rotation, but she was doing a dut-dut. She was catching it at an angle. So first I fixed the angle and I told her to move her hand up here and stop the pull straight up and down. She did that, but then she didn't grab it at the tape. Then I build off of that. I told her, okay, that was wonderful. Let's try to grab at the tape there so you can have a little bit of a stronger catch. Then the next time she did it, grab at the tape. You want to think about slowly building off of things and congratulating them along the way of things that they're achieving. If you're starting out with a new color guard and they just learned pull hits, you want to go ahead and start off slow. There are a lot of really great pull hit exercises that have straight up and down, angle, flat, a toss at the end. Also, they do it slow and they do it fast. Those are great exercises to build off of, but right now we're teaching them how to do a pull hit. So you want to start off slow. So what I'll usually do is I will have them do 5 in a row and have them hold 2 counts in between. So for example, all right, we're going to do 5 in a row and you're going to hold 2 counts in between those pull hits, okay? We're only going to be catching straight up and down, so I really want you to think about boxing out your elbows and catching that pull as hard as you can, okay? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull, hit, 1, 2. Pull, hit, 1, 2. Pull, hit, 1, 2. Pull, hit, 1, 2. Pull, hit. Nice. Now, as you continue to build that color guard skill with them, you can go ahead and build the pull hit exercise. And there are a lot of great pull hit exercises on the internet. We can post one for you on how we do our pull hit exercise, but we want to make sure that you know how to teach that pull hit exercise first. So start off slow and build that foundation as you go. Thank you so much for watching our video today. If you liked it, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if there's any comments that you would like answers to, make sure you comment down below. We have so many more videos in this series where we're teaching basics for flag, rifle, and saber for color guard instructors. So make sure to go watch those videos as well. Thank you so much.